Hey everybody, Shawn Holsinger here from holsingersflyshop.com, bringing you a cool nymph pattern this week, and it's to show off our new nymph hooks that we carry at the shop. We just added a couple new lines of hooks that we're carrying. They're marketing as our own, and this is our nymph one for you. So I think you're going to like this one. Be a great nymph, wet fly kind of hook, all-purpose kind of hook. So give it a try. Today I'm going to tie it in a size 14 because it matches up with my beads real nice, but we carry them in 10s to 18s. Really nice. Give them a try. Anyways, guys, this is a Perdigon style fly with a glass bead, so it's a little twist one I saw on Instagram. Here you're going to see a picture of it, then the material list to tie it. Okay, here you see the glass bead Perdigon in a vise. Really simple fly to tie. Let's get into tying it. For a hook, we're using the new Holsinger's Fly Shop Nymph hook, and this one is a size 14. This is where I get my beads all nice and lined up here on that 14. You can definitely tie it smaller, but the 14 kind of lines up with this bead nice. For the tungsten bead here, I'm using a 2.4 millimeter nickel bead. And then for the glass bead, it is an iridescent green glass bead from Tyer's beads. And check the bag there, some are bigger, some are smaller, so try to match it up to the right size there. Not all beads are created equal. For the thread, I'm using some 70 Denier olive thread, just wrapping that on right there behind that glass bead to lock it into place. Then I'm going to put a tail on this fly. For the tail, I'm just using some cocktail on. I'm going to pull off 7 or 8 fibers here off of that cocktail on, and use what you have there. If you don't have cocktail on, use some pheasant tail tips. You know, 3 or 4 tips there, you'd be fine. You'd have a nice little tail. Just keep it thin. That's the important thing. That's why cocktail on works so nice. It's nice and thin. So wrap that back to the bend. Don't wrap it around the bend. If you do, put a wrap underneath it, and it kind of pulls it back up there a little bit. So that's nice. I like that. And then wrap back up to that glass bead and trim off your butt section there. So I like that. I want my tail length to be about the same length as the thread part of the body here. Next thing I'm going to tie on is a piece of small silver wire, and this is just going to give me a nice thin segmented body here. So it's going to wrap that on, wrap it back there to that tail, and again, don't wrap it where it rolls it around the bend of the hook. And then wrap it back up to the glass bead. And then next trip down, I'm going to wrap it down the hook. I'm not going to go the whole way to the tail this time, and back up to the bead. And this time a little bit shorter. I'm just creating a nice taper here. So you see I got that nice snow cone effect there. I got a nice taper from the real thin butt section up to that glass bead, nice and even taper. Once we get that worked out where we like it there, I'm just going to wrap this rib up, nice even segments. You can do this with gold or whatever color you want there. And then I'm just going to wrap a couple wraps behind it. And using that small, if you just give a good hard tug on it, it'll usually break right off. And then we're going to whip finish this off. What I like to do for the whip finish is just pop it right up there in between them 2 beads. And then whip finish it off. And that is all that's to it. Now, I like it like that. It's nice and your olive shines through. If you want to protect it, make it a little bit harder. Oops, I'm going to wiggle off that little extra piece there. There we go. Get it wrapped down. If I want to make it a little bit extra harder and a little bit more durable, you might want to take a little bit of Solarez Bone Dry, lock those thread wraps down, and it'll smooth it all out. And that's what you want here. That's what we're going for. We're going for something that's going to shoot right down through the water column. Hit that with our light, and we are done. There you have a very cool looking Perdigon with a little bit of glass bead there that's going to iridescent just to give it a little color to it. Okay guys, I hope you liked that video. It was a really simple pattern and really easy to tie, and it's going to catch a fish. It has that nice slim profile that I look for, something that's going to cut through the water and sink right to the bottom. Mess around with the beads on here. We carry them in the shop in olive, pearl, and red. Use the red one as a hot spot. I will say I'm using the small size bead, and go through the bead bag there when you get it. The beads are not all uniform size, so pick them out. Some of them might work better on a size 12, size 14. Some of them you might get away with even down to an 18. Some are really small, some are really big comparatively. So mess around, sort out your beads, and use them on the appropriate hook size there. So kind of try to don't go bigger than your tungsten bead is your rule of thumb there. Keep that nice profile going. You want a thick head and a thin body. So that's the key, what's going to get you down real quick. Have fun, mess around with your colors, match the hatch in your area. Lift up some rocks while you're out fishing, find what's under the rocks. You know, that's the most important thing, getting to know your streams. If you get to know your streams better, you're going to catch more fish because you know what the fish are eating. So have fun. If you need any of the material to tie these, you can find them at our website, holsingersflyshop.com. And if you want me to tie any for you of this fly or any of the other flies in my video, you can reach out to me at holsingersflyshop@gmail.com. So thanks for watching, guys. I love bringing these to you every week. And until next week when I bring you another one, I'm Shawn Holsinger.